Very riveting. Coming off a high off of our anniversary show. We're here again, the AGP fam. Um, Here to have some great conversations tonight, man. It's kind of crazy moment going on in the world, but we're gonna discuss all of that. Hey guys, y'all ready to have this conversation?
Ready?
Definitely.
Let's get them
Up,
started.
up.
Yep, here today. A great day. We'll have some good conversations, man. Our most situationships. I think that's a good wave for a great conversation.
Up,
Depending
pardon.
on what
I
they
don't
feel
know.
going on. Before we start with that, let's do our introductions. Cherie, what's going on with you?
Hi, y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy to be here with have to come out because we was real hot for our anniversary. So, coming off this high.
Yep.
But happy to be here. Happy to be with the fam. Get this topic, this situation. Ooh, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of people just sit back, settle for what they're not supposed to settle for.
Yeah.
We're gonna discuss it.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh, Jizzle, what's going on with you, my nizza?
Yeah, man. They are always good to be here. Living and loving life with my people on a Thursday night. Like Cherie said, Tuesday night was a high. Celebrating that 1 year and the 1 year hanging out on the net, on the interwebs.
The Neezy.
Yeah, man, just chilling, man. Ready to talk about some of this stuff tonight. I always got some stuff on my chest. I didn't take my allergy medicine yet, so I might be up. Might not fall asleep on the set. So
I get it.
We'll see how it go.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Just say it with your chest. That's all.
For sure.
Now we do. Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, I'm here, man. The weather look a little promising, man. I'm liking it. There's a couple of cool days in there, So it's looking good. I'm here. It's another day. I'll try not to be the villain tonight, man. I won't piss off these Michael Jordan fans, man. So
Hey,
Mute him.
let me tell you something, boy. You ain't just piss us off, boy. I got some comments about you.
You might want to leave that alone. Walk away.
People like your boy is just a stand. He ain't even got facts to back up his argument. He just telling you that LeBron is the greatest.
Man.
Really, you didn't have any facts to back up your argument. You really didn't.
Man, it was like
he said my stuff evidence free.
Yeah, I just like who I like. Yeah. See what's going on with you, shorty? What's going on?
What's up? Here, blessed by the best, ready to get into these topics tonight. This is a nice steamy one. I'm sure we're gonna definitely, help or break up some relationships tonight.
Facts.
How we do every Thursday.
We're going to get to the middle of it, but we don't like getting to the bottom of things.
We're going to make T the villain tonight.
Razor, what happened to that good weather, though?
Yeah, hey, you already know. I ain't even bother with him. Every time you
what happened to that good weather, man? I swear, man.
Yeah,
I started out this week. I started out this week thinking I could go outside, I could get my walks going. Razor came up here. He's like, the weather gonna be nice. I'm like, yeah, I go out, man. It's been raining and freezing ever since, man. Let me down, Razor.
As soon as he said it, the temperature dropped by 40 degrees.
As soon as he said it, boy.
You know what, T? We're gonna make you the villain tonight. That's just
you're gonna make me the villain. I done started off already, huh?
This ain't trading places. This ain't trading places, bro.
We got places, but we ain't trading. Man. So I'm glad we're here again tonight, man, just to have these good conversations, man. It's a good thing. Good thought. Went over and watched over the podcast from Tuesday night. I must say I enjoyed it, man. I laughed again. Like some of the jokes were really funny. I was saying, OG, I wasn't calling you a pee hole. I was saying, what the
No,
I say
I knew what you were saying. Yeah, I heard
ah
what you said.
you talking about.
I
Yeah,
heard what you said. No, I
yeah,
heard you the first time. I got you.
yeah. So now I was going back over it again and just looking and just enjoying the laugh. Yeah, man. So Black History Month, man. This is our last well, for as far as we know right now, this is our last live for the month. The month comes and goes so quickly sometimes,
Yes,
man.
it
It's like
does.
1 minute's here, next minute's gone. You know, I get sad because when I know the month's coming to an end is when all the bill, because all the bills start electronically sending emails. you know, you're like, the month's over. Yeah.
Uh,
They start reminding you before it's time to pay the bill.
yeah.
But just a
I'm like, dang,
reminder.
I still got like 4 or 5 more days.
Yeah, just a
Jeez.
reminder. Your bill is due in 5 days. Like,
Yes.
You know which ones? You know which ones I dislike though. When you don't own it and they send you one that says 00 that you
yeah,
don't own nothing. I'm like,
yeah, those,
why are you trying to give me a heart attack with this thing, man? Come on. I
no New
paid you people.
Balance. No, of course we ain't no New
Of
Balance.
course, there's none. Why are you sending me this? I
You know.
know.
Yeah, man. So Black History, man. What does Black History mean to us, man? Let's have a little conversation about that. We can't close out the month without having a conversation about Black History Month. Brit, big up yourself. Evening. So guys,
Brick.
when you think of Black history, the achievements, the movements, the sacrifices our ancestors made, and some of our white allies made to get us to where we at now. Some would say we're not that better off than we were a few years ago, but we are a little bit better. So, what do we think about the sacrifices and stuff that these giants made for us, so it's possible for us to do a lot of the stuff that we're doing today?
Well, I think they made a great sacrifice for us. We always got to pay our respect, and not just on Black History Month, but just in general. You just got to always remember these legends that paved the way, and of course we know that things are not where it should, but like I said, things are a little, and I'm going to emphasize that little
Little,
better.
little, I mean,
But
little.
just a little, because I feel like we still have a lot of work to do, and I mean a lot of work we got to do. But we got to pay our respect with the inventors, because black people, we were very innovative. um
Yeah,
you
because we was the
know
only one working. So
And some people try to call us the lazy ones.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
If we so lazy, why were we out there picking your corn or whatever else you wanted us to pick and building all your stuff?
Cotton, building everything,
If we're the ones
inventing
that's so
stuff to
lazy,
do it easier.
Because they were training us. They were training us.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Totally missed that in history class.
I
Totally missed
guess
They were
so.
they were training
It
us.
was
I missed that
trade.
segment. We were being trained.
And to this day, they still call us lazy, and they still the ones that don't want to work.
Exactly. Exactly.
It like Razor say, only a little 10 seconds. See that right there? See that right there? Like right there, that little bit. We have, we can get jobs, we can provide for our family, we can, do things, but it's still, we still we have to walk with our front eyes and our back eyes, because we never know when we step out that door if we're gonna make it back in.
Facts.
We still gotta, but our ancestors did, they fought for us, like the ally, they fought for us, and to at least get us to where we are now, but we still have to put up more fights. We still have to do things. We still have to try to grow as people, try to hopefully one day become one, and then we can progress. But like I said,
Yeah.
our kids can go to school, go to colleges and stuff like that. Still opportunities to, progress a little bit, build businesses and stuff. But it's not great, but it's something. It's something.
Definitely.
And we celebrate Black history, or we celebrate Black every day, all day. It's not just a month.
Because I'm blackity black,
First,
black, black.
blackly black. 'Cause
Carry
all
big
this
of
is
myself.
Until we could walk where our color it don't bother anybody, I think we're gonna have that
yes.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think until we can go jogging at night and the least of our worries worry about getting mugged. We might get
Mm-hmm.
shot by an officer just because we jogging through our own neighborhoods at night. So you know,
Exactly.
Like Bob said, until the color of our man's skin is no more significant than the color of his eyes. You understand? That's where we want to be, right?
Yeah.
That's where we want to be. But yeah, really and true though. I mean, this Black History Month thing. I mean, it's a good thing to highlight it. I just, I mean, I'm always saying, why does it have to be a Black History Month? Why can't
And
it
the
just
shortest
be?
month of the year.
Isn't that like an insult? You know what I mean?
kick in the chest.
Like, yeah, I mean, to add insult to injury, right? You make a Black History
Exactly.
Month, but then you pick the shortest month of the year, and on top of that, corporations are not honoring Black History Month. People don't get off a lot in corporate America.
They don't.
No, they don't.
A lot of people are not. I mean, it's a federal holiday, but it's not being honored in the same way.
You're right. The corporate America, they only see one person, and that's Martin Luther King. They don't see nobody else.
Sometimes I kind of beg to differ if they really see it or not, because I think it was because of these black guys, the Black Caucus, and the black guys in Congress. Because remember, they changed Martin Luther King Day to Lee Jackson, Lee Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
whatever those clown
Mhm.
president slave master's name was, and it was a big thing. And then they had kind of put it in states' hands for states to decide if they want to make it a holiday or not. And then they had to go back and then say, okay, it's federal. So, yeah. But yeah, you're right. For the most part,
That's the only.
they only see King. But
Shout out to like the protesters, man. Rosa Parks, you know what I mean? Didn't want to get up off that bus. What's that lady named Claudette Calvin or whatever her name was?
The real lady.
Yeah, she got it before Rosa Parks, but she wasn't recognized for it. Yeah,
Rosa Parks was basically implanted there to do Claudette's job. She was the first to do it. Well, the first to be recognized as doing it, but because she was black, she was dark skinned, pregnant at the time. They didn't thought she was a good enough Negro example to put it out there. So NWSP and the all these people decided that Rosa Parks married and light skinned, she should do it.
And since everybody know that, everybody grow up, we want to aspire to do something big, get a little wealth. Let's shout out, Madam C.J. Walker, first self-made millionaire. Her out.
One time for Madam C.J. Walker.
Definitely.
All the products that she put out, way back then. So imagine way back then if she could do that, man. We could do anything, man. Really and truly. I mean, the only thing today is, the only thing today is, it's not that we can't do stuff, not that we can't have kids that go go be lawyers, go be engineers, or computer science or whatever. The issue is, can they enjoy it after they the fruits of their labor, can they enjoy it, right? Are they gonna live long enough to enjoy it? Are they gonna be harassed when they're trying to enjoy it, right? So I mean, it's not that we can't make it. Are we gonna be able to enjoy what we made? That's what we got to get to. They can't stop us from necessarily getting there now, because the education is, if we can get the loans, and if we, the internet is free, and if we can teach ourselves enough to go and do certain things, they can't stop us. The issue is, can we enjoy what we've worked hard, to succeed at, right? So, you know what I mean?
Let's not forget to give maximum respect. A big shout out to a guy that seems to never get enough credit for the work that he has put in for the movement, and that's Malcolm X.
Oh, no doubt. People want to make him out to be a villain. Yeah, but they don't know the truth though, right? Yeah.
So
they just want to put out what looks good.
That's because the government sold them a bunch of stuff back then, and people still want to believe that's what really happened, and that's the real story, right? They want to believe that.
No, they don't really. Negroes that talk back they don't really like Negroes that talk back.
No, listen. In corporate America, it ain't no different, man. If you speaking back as a black person, a person of color, you're not trying to get along, or you're trying to be combative because you have an opinion.
Too aggressive.
or
Yeah.
you're too aggressive, or you have to be the angry
Too
black lady
aggressive.
or whatever.
Calm down.
When none of that is true. It's just something that they've made up and are sticking to. None of that is true. We're no more aggressive than anybody else. I'd say they're the most aggressive ones because they're the one hanging people back in the day or whatever and stomping on people's neck. And today, even today,
I'm about to say they ain't stopped.
well, I was about to say even
Yeah.
today, we're not. I mean, we should be the one carrying a grudge, and we're not running around hating people and just killing people because of their color and stuff. But yet they still want to do it. So I would say those are the angry people.
This one young lady, I forgot it was she. This one young lady said it. They lucky we just want equality and not revenge.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, imagine people are still saying, "Oh, I forgive so and so." Oh, let's all get together. No violence. Imagine that you're killing people, and we're saying no violence still. But yet we're seen as the angry ones. How does that make sense?
It was so long ago. Why are you guys still upset? It was so long ago. Our great grandfathers were slaves. What do you mean so long ago?
But guess what? I guess they want us back as slaves. That's why they keep still stepping on our necks, right?
Yeah,
they want us back as slaves, so they still stepping on our necks. Is that what it is?
I don't know, man.
Don't seem too far from it.
I mean,
I find it a little exhausting.
Yeah.
Living
Depressing, exhausting.
Black person in America. I don't even know a correct word to say stuff without just getting angry.
Yeah, I call it a mental mind, right? A mental mind F.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what I feel like it's a constant, just like
a constant battle with a system that keeps telling you it's not oppressing you, but clearly
they are.
But can you imagine?
It's just like they want you have to follow their system. You can't have your own. And I know y'all probably saw with that assistant coach, and they're just judging the way she was dressing and all that stuff. And I
like her reply though. She's like,
I love it.
You keep looking, I'ma keep dressing you.
Exactly.
Nothing is wrong with the way she's dressing.
Nothing at all.
But why
is being shamed for their shape for years?
Yeah,
and that's all it is. She's a lady that's full of shape, and they don't like it.
And they don't like it.
Get over it.
So I'm like, girl, show it all. Just show it all.
It's not that they don't like it. They feel dirty looking at it.
I think they just
they want to look at it.
They don't like that they like it.
Exactly. They feel guilty looking at it.
That's the problem. How dare you keep showing me something I like? You know what I mean? Like that. That's the problem.
It's temptation to them. It's temptation.
They used to put that thing in their dress back in the days to make them look like they got booties.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I know people say we should be happy that we have a month, but I still personally don't understand the purpose of Black History Month. No other culture has a month where they highlight their history. It's kind of like here, take this, you know what I mean, and be happy with it. You know what I mean? Like we should have Black History continuous. It shouldn't just be centered to one little month. You know what I mean? Like our history is very pertinent. We need our history because it shows us what we've been through. It shows us what we've overcome. We have come a long way. But I just personally like what goes on in Black History Month that we're supposed to celebrate. You know what I mean? Are we supposed to? What is the celebration behind it? You know what I mean? Like we should be taught our history nonstop. We shouldn't just be taught our history once this month it comes out. It's like it's kind of like it's highlighted, so it's kind of I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a fake gift. You know what I mean? To me, is what it feels like. Like take this month and shut up.
You know what that does to us? You know what that does to us? That keeps us in a box. That minimizes our
It does. It minimizes us.
Limit the amount of influence we have in this country. That's what it does to us.
Yeah, we only get a month. We only get a month to be proud of who we are. We only get no other. We don't have White History Month. We don't have Spanish month. We don't have Indian history. This country belongs to the Indians. We don't have an American Indian month. You know what I mean? So why do we need a month to teach us our history. I just don't. I've never really understood it. They don't do anything special for us. Like we don't have like a certain day or certain themes throughout the month, like kids maybe in school. But again, you're teaching kids from minors, from elementary, from kindergarten, that Black history is only important for 1 month. You know what I mean? And I just really don't. I don't like this Black history.
It's insulting just to say that you can only have Black history for 1 month. That's insulting to me. It should have Black history for 1 month.
It should be continuous. Something that and just to remind you, whatever we know about Black history, because most of our history has been wiped out.
Yeah.
Completely whitewashed. Completely whitewashed, and it's like. I just don't like that. It's like, why do you have to put a month on it? Why are you putting this cap on it? And then but y'all are giving it to us like we're supposed to be excited. If we say something against Black History Month, then we're not thankful. We're supposed to be thankful that they're giving us a month.
It seeks to limit our influence.
After all, they did give Martin Luther King a holiday in January. Yeah, like I'm so happy. Grateful.
They could have kept that.
Yeah.
I just don't like that.
Juneteenth.
Because I'm still working. Yeah. I could have kept that. I have to work every year, not because it's essential, just because they just don't take the company don't take the day off. So like, I would have issues.
Have any of y'all seen these TikToks that the young kids are doing too in school? It's like a little trend that they're doing with Black History Month where they're kind of making fun of it. The Black kid walks in the classroom, the white kid picks him up and carries him to the chair and sits him down because it's Black History Month. Have y'all seen these?
That's not even funny. That's disrespectful. That's not even funny.
And this is what the Black kids are doing with the white kid. Like it's like they're making a mockery of Black History Month. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of this new generation kids are not being taught, and possibly because they don't have both parents in the house, or maybe some of the parents. Maybe it's because kids are having kids, so they don't have the time to teach their kids the history of what's going on. So they get liberties taken them up on them. I remember a point where kids are thinking that I'm not Black, I'm brown, I'm light skinned. Like you think Black, you think because this is things that kids are like they're getting so out of touch with culture and things, and then they get dropped right in the middle of everything, and that's when the destruction starts. And now they don't know how to maneuver their way around because they have totally blocked out that this ain't a fair world for us. And their parents and the people that are around them are supposed to be guiding them and not guiding them properly. So
they're teaching them that everyone's equal and everyone's fair and that it's okay. So they laugh. They're actually like. It kind of showed me that some of our young Black kids are actually laughing at, the struggles that we're actually going through. They're not seeing it and they're thinking that we're the weird ones, you know what I mean? Like they're teaching our kids from young that everything is still the same, but that's not, unfortunately, that's not how this world is really set up.
The sad thing is though, I mean, even though I understand that they're trying to kind of be post-racial in a sense that they're trying to all kind of get along, kind of blend together, the younger generation, and they're more accepting of each other than previous generations, and I get that, and
they're more open. This generation is more open,
and I applaud it. So that's why I made the comment the other day about the NFL when I said at some point all those owners are going to be turned over. They're going to be, there's going to be a new guard, so to speak, and I think a fraction, let's say 32 teams. Maybe 8 or 10 teams, those kids have a different outlook, and we want to deal with people of color fairly, right? Versus what's there now.
We hope.
Versus what's there now. I mean,
I hope that's where it's going. Where they're just all being open.
It don't gotta be because do we look at how the country voted last time? I mean, the half of the people that vote and they voted for the for the hate, the Negro haters.
Yeah, so let me clear it up. Let me clear it up when I say it's got to be. So what I'm saying is when I say that is, I feel like we even have people now that their parents believe one way, sort of the crazy way of that crazy person, and their kids the exact opposite. And we've seen that in plain view on TV for
Yeah, some
everybody to
of them
see.
do.
And
Yeah.
so I think there are more of those out there that in the future you'll see them coming out and they'll make a difference, right? They'll make a difference
I will
because
say the younger
they
people
have
did
the
have their
ability
parents.
to make a difference. Yeah. So
The younger
that's what I'm
kids
saying.
did have more of an effect on their parents when it came to a lot of these protests with the
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. You
Because
know what I
think
mean?
about
Because
the
they
George
have
Floyd thing,
friends
right?
and they're like, yeah, when that
Exactly.
all happened, you know what I mean? So
So
I see it, you know what I mean? And it's of
it's not
course
gonna be
when I
overnight. Don't get me
initially
wrong.
when I
You know.
initially looked at it, I thought it was like I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? But then I'm sitting there also like looking at it like the white kids are actually participating in it and acting out as if they're
Yeah,
like one of them, the
because
white girl laid on the ground while the black girl stepped on her and walked over her to go into the door. Like they were, it was
because
weird watching it, you
because
know.
their circle of people is all blended together. You know, whatever race
They
they are
think we're
doesn't
all
matter.
crazy.
Doesn't matter. So they're living how we should live or how we should have been living. Right? There's a small group of now the generation. There's there's a little piece in there that they're living how we should have been living this whole time. Post slavery, right? But yeah, here we are today in 2022. Struggling and talking about Black History Month versus we just live in history. Every day and teaching in school and celebrating it. As everybody else's history is done and celebrated, right? So I think hopeful, optimistic that one day I may not live to see it, but God willing, it'll
I'm
happen for
sure one day.
somebody.
I'm sure one day we'll get to that point. I'm sure.
I mean, we may not live to see it, but I'm just saying, God willing, it'll happen
Yeah,
at some point.
I don't think I'm gonna be here to see
We're not,
it.
yeah,
You know what I
we're
mean?
not going to
But
see it unless
I
something
do
drastic
think we
happens.
will. You know.
If something drastic happens, we're
So
not going to see it.
basically, I'll see in the mountain that Martin was talking about, but you may not.
No, yeah,
We may not get there to see it, but I do think we will get. I do think eventually this world will get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully, keeping hope alive, but for staunch reasons, America is showing
Another
us
50
that
years.
History has repeated itself.
doesn't like us, and
Well, so
we have been seeing that when it was supposed to be getting better, it's actually been getting worse, but we just wasn't seeing it.
no, yeah, it's been
That's
there.
the sad
It's
part.
been there. We've been looking, trying to look forward and trying to live our lives. But there was a faction in this country that's been kind of, back in the planning and plotting of how to turn back the hands of time. Basically, I mean that's really what they want to do, right? I mean, am I misstating it?
I feel you.
I mean that's what they want to do.
Everybody out there on the live, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button, hit the like button, share on your social media platform, share it to your friends, share it to your family. If you don't think the same way we think, you can still jump in and have this conversation with us. All conversation is open to have here, as long as it's respectful. If you're on social media, Facebook, wherever, share it around to your friends. Send it in some inbox. Get some more people in here having this conversation with us. Carrie's saying that, I think supporting a Black History Month is progress. One step forward. It may not be enough, but it's forward movement. Yeah, you can look at it like that too. Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean the
I
glass half full,
understand.
I
Yeah,
guess.
and I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to take from it. You know what I mean? But I just want. We need to. You know what I mean? We can't put it. We can't. We as Black people, we can't put it into the hands of America to teach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to realize that. We need to realize, Black history is every day. We need to put forth this every day of every year. You know what I mean? Like really and truly, because it is important. Our kids are growing up not knowing what we've been through. You know what I mean? What history and is downplayed. So that is up to us for us to do. But I'm just saying it's always just kind of left, a little sour taste in my mouth. Like how are we gonna get Black History Month? You know what I mean? Like what are we gonna do? Like since I graduated high school, Black History Month is kind of like null and void. You don't even realize it's there except for commercials trying to sell you something. You know what I mean? Black History Month has become a selling tool for everything, Black history. Oh, if you're Black, come get a discount to buy this car. Oh, if you're Black, like everything goes to that, and it's become more of it's more of a monetary. Like if this is a Black History Month, what does our country do every day of this month to show history to us. You know what I mean? Like, and if it's really truly a Black History Month, it should be like a documentary every month about every day or something. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Not pumping us with buy this because you're Black. You know what I mean? Like, the only time you really see those Black history things are on like a Black BET. You know what I mean? A Black network. But the white networks, they don't really highlight Black History Month.
They're not even that, and they're not even that Black anyway.
They're owned by white people.
Exactly.
Viacom.
Yeah, but you know what Black History Month mean though? They're telling you here, I'm giving you this. It's 12 months in the year. It's 12 months in a year, and you're telling me you're just gonna give me a month. So what am I doing the rest of the year?
It's only got 27 days unless it's a leap year.
Yeah, so you're giving me
28.
You're giving me a month.
Well,
I don't need a month from you. You're giving me a month. I ain't asking for a month.
Is celebrate us year around. Don't give us 28 days.
Yes.
And every 4 years, you might give us an extra day.
Yeah, we're a part of this country. 100%.
It's kind of like, and I don't. It's kind of like
It's like saying you don't belong here.
Like a disability kind of, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're highlighting this one race out of the 12. Like I said, we're the only people who get a month of our history. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh, we feel sorry for the darkies. Let's give them a month. You know what I mean? Like, that's like our parking space. Like we don't. Yeah, we don't need to be centered out like, the sad kids who need to get attention for a month. That's how you make me feel when you say
MLK
that's how it is.
That's a good thing. And then we need to find other black leaders from in the past that need a holiday too.
Malcolm X Day.
Exactly. So we need those kind of days.
Let's start. Yeah, let's start. Let's take away the Black History Month and start adding in some of these Black accomplishments as national holidays. Let's do that. Instead of giving a month of history, let's actually celebrate when they actually march. You know what I mean? Martin Luther King and the march. That should be a holiday. Let's celebrate, other achievements that we have had. Look, we just got Juneteenth. Like that.
We need an Ida B. Wells Day.
That kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. We need
that. We got a Christopher Columbus Day, and he was like the worst person known to man. He was the worst person known to man.
If Columbus can get a day, Tupac and Biggie should have their own days too.
Yeah, how you gonna discover somebody else? He's a thief.
It's so much that we,
Come on, man.
Even if we have Martin,
did he do it or other people do it for him to celebrate him? That he shouldn't have been celebrated.
Yeah, I'm just saying they need to build. We need to be blended into the fabric of America. This one thing is a joke. We need to be blended into the fabric of America.
Even if they have Martin Luther King Day, they still don't. Some companies don't even recognize it.
The majority of them don't.
They don't care, man.
It still work.
Guys, we live in a country that doesn't wouldn't even give you a holiday for voting. When you got 370 plus million people in America. I could be wrong on the exact numbers, but I know it's over 300 plus million people in America. And they won't even make that a holiday for you to go vote. So, I mean, what should we expect? I mean, they kill us in the street and they do nothing about it. So should we expect them doing anything better for us?
Nah,
Terry said back in the days, Black folks that had vehicles carried gas pans in their vehicles because they had a fear for their lives if they stopped at a gas station or on a road trip.
Facts.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
And it's crazy because I still like I don't stop at little
certain places.
No. So we make sure we get
You make sure you have gas to get through.
Until I get to the little stops.
Hey, listen, I drove from California. I drove from California to Chicago, and then to North Carolina, and that was a wicked drive. That's a wicked drive going across Nebraska. Wyoming, Oklahoma. That's a wicked drive going across some of them spots. Trust me. And it was in the wintertime too, when it's like snowing, like bad, like blizzard. I seen trucks jackknife on the road. So, I have my wife and kids, and we come in, I'm a military guy, transferring, and we driving cross country. It's scary, man. It's wicked.
It is. I drove from California to here, and I was pregnant with my oldest, and driving through Texas. Ooh, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, big up
I
yourself,
drove through
Paulina.
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's
Oh,
man.
that's another one too.
I drove from Cali to Virginia. That was
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
it was a sight for sore eyes, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But good thing it was more than just me,
Yeah, I
and
had more people. I had
we
people.
had a few blickies. But anyway, are most relationships situationships?
Yes.
When you talk about relationships now, man, because you have I was watching a program today, and I watch it a lot. And the guy was talking about how, you know, usually we stay in a relationship for the transaction of, you know, the bills could be bills. It's cheaper to pay bills. It's it's more efficient for you to maybe have two cars, two two economy, two house, two paying household, two members in the household that can pay bills. So it's usually a situation of, you know, I don't hate her or I don't hate him. I don't want to be with him, but my life is better when we're together, living together. And that leads for the relationship to not be so great or very toxic, but we stay together anyway to make the bills and stuff work. And uh reading through a couple of things on the internet, uh nothing that's been proven by credible source, but my common sense would tell me that there's a lot of stuff like that that happens in relationships nowadays. You know, just hearing people talk, seeing people making decision off of the like of yourself or the like of what you want in life. Like, I want to get this new car, so I'm going to stay with her for the next 5 years. Or, I want people to perceive me as a having a great relationship, so I'm not going to leave him. I'm going to stay with him because he's the it guy.
Or I'm
And
staying with him because I got him from somebody else, and I'm just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, I could hold on to him. So it's a lot to play part in that. So let's dissect this and talk about this. First of all, do y'all agree that you feel like most relationships are like that or not really? That's first off. Let's start off from there.
I,
100% agree.
I agree. I agree with it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think so. A lot of relationships are like that.
I mean, do people really ask people anymore? Like, will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend? Or do you just date until one day you're like, hey, this is my woman or this is my man?
The dude said that too. And that's he said absolutely that in the conversation. He was like, yo,
yeah,
last time he was in a relationship, he didn't even know how he got in a relationship.
Yeah, it's like nobody asks that question anymore. Like, will you be my girl? You know what I mean? Like you just date somebody and y'all keep dating each other, and then all of a sudden, he start introducing you as this wifey here, you know what I mean? Or she start being like
the
this
80s and 90s, man. That's
you
the
know
80s
what I
and 90s.
mean?
It died in the 2000s,
like,
80s and 90s when you like.
No, they still call people wifey. They don't. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you
saying
mean
back in the 80s and
yeah.
90s, you used to ask people.
Yeah.
80s and 90s,
Yeah.
like,
You don't ask that question no more. Like
people just
you just kind of.
Hey, after 8 encounters in the bedroom, yo, we in a relationship.
No, I think people just get up one day and next, you're in a relationship. I mean, because what, like you said, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
You hanging out, you chilling, you going to movies together, eating dinner together, you partying together, you at the house together. Before you know it, he leaving drawers over there, he leaving shoes over there. Socks over there, t-shirts over there, right?
Yeah, one person just
here go a key. I gotta be at work all day. Here go a key. I see when I get back. Next you know, she got a key, he got a key. You driving her car, he driving his car. They switching cars. He picking up groceries next time. She picking up groceries. They at each other's house. They like, what? Why are we doing two houses? Let's go and jump in together in one house.
Yeah,
exactly.
If I ain't feeling you, I'm reminding you about your drawers the next time.
Excuse me. That's the easiest way to find out. That's the easiest way to find out if someone's just wanting to bang you or if someone's wanting to be like in a relationship. You start doing You start doing serious stuff. You know what I mean? You get serious with someone who ain't trying to be with you, they're gonna disappear. They're gonna be like, what? You're gonna be like, this babe. You know what I mean? Y'all go out and be like, oh, this babe. Next time you go out, you alone, he making excuses. That's because he just wanted to keep it one way and you trying to go the other way.
Yeah, she gonna mess around and tell you that she loved this relationship that you got, and you like, well, that's it.
Time to go. Pack it up. Time to go.
Pull up the stakes and walk away.
That's all.
I had a coworker,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, she's very old school, very, very old school, and she was dating this guy, and she refused to say my boyfriend or she will say that is my friend, and I'm like, what? Because she was like, he ain't asked me to be his girlfriend yet.
Oh, wow.
So she was. And like it was like 10 months. They in and out of each other's house.
Well, she was gonna suffer rather than say, be my boyfriend. She was gonna suffer.
Yeah, she said no because he finally. I guess she finally got over it because they was almost a year. And I'm like, did he ask already? No, but hey, I was like, yeah, because he probably thinking y'all in a relationship. Y'all at each other's house.
You could date someone for a year though, Sharia, not be in a relationship.
That's unwritten rule though. It's an unwritten rule.
You thinking. Remember, we just said that we women think of time as meaning something. Men don't mean that.
No, it depends on the man though. You can't be sitting
there for like a year dealing with somebody thinking you in a relationship. Next thing you know.
Lola, you should have been here for this comment, because usually it ain't the man that be pushing the relationship.
Exactly.
Nah, it's the girl.
Us that be pushing.
Yeah, usually the man. Man, we cool with you. You just we got together. So when you come over and see earrings on the dresser, you upset. We're not together.
So when that conversation,
that's what I mean. Like women will be like, we're dating. Like Cherie just said, she's been dating a guy for like 10 months. You would think they're in a relationship. That's what us women think. Guys just think, oh, this is a very nice situation. She ain't pushing me to be her man. I'm just chilling. And the moment you be like, so are you my man? They be like, whoop, gotta go.
Listen, I'm loving.
Like, hold on, bad connection, but you're in my face. It's still a bad connection.
That's all, folks. Get out of here.
Loving this situationship, man. This is nice. But
we are together. Why do we need titles for?
Mm-hmm.
We just going with the flow. Let's just chill. Let's just
perfect.
We perfect.
You know what that is though? That's where you don't want to be just a friend, but you really want to be a boyfriend. You want to be in a sweet spot somewhere in here, right? You want to be right in the middle.
Literally.
Want to have his cake
in the middle.
Literally in the middle.
That's the sweet spot. You want to be in the middle, literally. Right? You don't want to be just a friend.
Like an Oreo cookie.
You want to be in a warm place. You want to be in a warm, cozy.
You want to be like the Oreo cookie, only where the cream is. You don't want to be on a hard exterior.
I want the fellas to go ahead and tell ladies what you would tell a lady that you actually feeling, but you're not ready to be in a relationship with yet. For me, for instance, I would say to her is, really digging you. We are dating. We're not exclusive yet. But you are somebody that I'm interested in being with. I'm just not interested in locking down in a relationship right now. Usually, if a guy don't tell you something like that and honestly tell you stuff, or maybe he'll even say, "Man, I don't want to mess this up," so I'm gonna go ahead and be like, "Okay, we together, but we ain't together." What you say? We gotta be in together. No, so what you said? So, usually, if a guy don't tell you some good information like that, we ain't clocking you. You ain't on the, just being honest with you. Razor, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree.
Razor, tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, man. The truth shall set you free, man.
Free, my brother.
No, but if normally a guy pursues you, right? And once he get in them draws, if you see a fall back, man, you know that he ain't too interested in you. Because if he's not if he's not continuously like, hey, come over, spend time with me, I want you, he wants you next to him, then you kind of get that idea that he just wanted them draws, and he got it, so he's comfortable with it. So if you don't pressure him, or if you don't feel any need to say, I just keep this cordial, and we there's no commitment involved, then he's cool with that, and I think most guys is going to be cool with that if he's not into you like that. But if he's into you, you know the difference. Like you might, like you were saying earlier. I think Sean was saying 10 times or 8 times. That's too much, because I'm like, the first time you leave something, you might be on the interstate. You
forgot your stuff in my drawer.
Yeah,
you want to come get it?
No, I ain't saying after you leave your stuff over there 10 times. I said after I was saying women usually think, the conclusion is after about 8 times of bedroom activities, we in a relationship. Yeah. What I said was, though, the next time you come over, I'm gonna have your stuff in my hand saying, hey, big girl, get these over here.
I mean, there's another school of thought, though.
I ain't giving you, boy, you know better than that. Come on.
I mean, there's another school of thought where the fellas, they're just kind of like, sit back, go with it. You don't see her every day, you don't see her every week.
It's
you
short
might,
woman. I ain't even
realize.
realize.
Somebody else.
Pick up yourself. We rooting for you on the 5, all right? Got 5. We got 5 on it for you.
Got 5 on it.
I'm not even paying attention to y'all on that. Let y'all go with that. I'm ignoring y'all. I'm ignoring y'all this.
I guess you knew we was gonna say something, so you try not to let me know, Miss Sharp.
I acknowledge her. I said,
Oh no, you writing it up there. I was paying attention to the conversation, bro. I wasn't looking. I wasn't, I wasn't really looking at the stuff.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody. Just trying to be, polite. But yeah, so fellas be like, it's cool. They'll keep it casual, right? Anyway, keep it casual, right? Where she's not asking for nothing. If she's not asking for nothing, then he'll be like, come see every now and then. If she's not asking to see him every day, he's not really worried about it. Mm-mm. So then, it's
if she's asking him if he got 5 on it,
it's a real situationship that way, right? I can't even talk to you. Oh my God.
I agree with you though, because if it's somebody I like and she do that, 9.5 times out of 10, I ain't gonna do nothing. I might call Razor and be like, man, this bro left her stuff over here. But what I ain't told Razor is that I ain't said nothing to her about leaving it over there.
But women will, even though some men are very good at certain things and hide it, you can feel, when a man,
is you should know,
feeling you and liking you.
You should know that though.
You should know, like the feeling, and if you leave a little something, you might tell. Because first of all, you gotta test it. You gotta test it out. You gotta throw something real quick, and then if you don't say, okay, so let me add something else, and then you add something else.
Wow, you just testing the waters, huh?
Hey, I learned the hard way. I had to learn to be direct, because these guys will surely show you you're in a relationship with them, but you're not in a relationship with them.
Beat the brakes off you, but that's about it.
You gotta really ask, and you gotta be specific with it too. You know what I mean?
Like I used to,
they'll still answer it in a little dancing way, depending on your mood. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they want to keep you. You know what I mean? But they want to be in that little creamy feeling middle area. So they do everything that you want. You know what I mean? To make you feel like, oh, he liked me like that, until the test comes to see if he really like you like that. They start packing them bags on you.
I think a lot of times, like I said, I mean, I don't understand how you wouldn't know that. somebody ain't
I
feeling
mean,
you.
you kind of know if somebody dig you or not, right?
Yeah,
Fellas,
you
ladies,
should.
we all know
Because-
on either side, right?
Yeah.
Whether somebody dig you or not.
You should.
Like you
Because-
should I know if a guy is feeling me, I'm gonna
You're gonna know.
Yeah,
You're gonna
you're gonna
feel
know.
that
Even
tension.
they can fake, you know, they might play hard but you know, like you know when they
For instance, I know a chick that it's clear as day that we like each other. But then she has a person and whatever. But you can see the flirtatious tension there. It's usually 99% of the time it's usually innocent.
Yes,
Like
they have P tension.
yeah, the staring, the locked in eyes when you're talking to each other, just the whole watching the whole body movement, everything. So it's clear that y'all share something. But you realize it can't be explored because of situations. So if I can notice that, she can notice that, how can somebody that you talk, I guess to each their own, I guess.
yeah, because I don't get like
I mean, like you could be someone can like you, you know what I mean? Someone can really like you, someone could really be feeling you, someone could really be enjoying the situationship that you have. But what I'm saying is sometimes you're thinking that like wants to go serious and they don't want to go serious. They don't really want to be serious with you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like some people do that, you know what I mean? They do everything with you like they want to be with you, but they're not really being with you. They want to be with everybody else too. You know what I mean?
Well,
They're chameleons. It doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you exclusively. Maybe that's what I'm missing out. You know what I mean?
Feeling you. Then they just, like I say, they don't want to be in a relationship.
They don't want to be in a relationship. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, you could
like people that doesn't that it's clear that hey, you ain't getting nothing from this. This you see, boom, bang, bang, it's out. Unless you okay with that transaction of the situationship that y'all have, and it should be kind of obvious to you that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. If I see a girl I like, it's hard, especially if you really like this person. It's hard for you to not do the things that you were saying to do because you don't want somebody else to have her because you like her. Any guy that tell you if you like a girl and you like, I don't care about it. So if she want another dude, then you don't like her. But you don't want nobody else to have the person that you like. So yeah, I might not want to be in a relationship, but that's why I was telling you, I was saying, we dating, but we ain't exclusively dating. And that should, as an adult, you should understand what that means. I'm smashing other chicks.
other people.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to smash other people. I don't even want you to date other men.
That's an unwritten rule.
I want you to sit there
and wait.
If that's
wait.
the height of
and wait.
That's the height of
And wait.
You want to get some point on us, you want she give it or something. What's going on with that?
What's your point, short man? What is wrong?
I'm just asking a question. That's all.
Hold on, Razor is going hand.
I'm raising a counterpoint. I'm raising a counterpoint. That's all. Counterpoint.
Yeah. I mean, it is. You acting like this ain't natural. This has been going on in the history of niggerdom for years.
That's right.
I ain't started this. This been here before I was born.
That's right.
Been going on since.
And
hey, guess what?
Before us.
Because whoredom is not permitted.
Hey, Razor, it ain't gonna
Not
stop
permitted.
here with me.
Yeah, it's gonna continue.
Whoredom is not permitted, right?
Cycle ain't finished.
No.
Yeah. Of course, man. I agree with everybody on how they look at it. I mean, looking at a situationship though from another option now, not only as you liking the person, but you don't like the person. It's just there. It's a perfect situation. Your bills are being paid. It's convenient for you to stay in a relationship with that person. And a lot of people are in those type of relationships. A lot of people, it's convenient because this person is a great person. Probably can bring you seeds, bring good amount of money to the household. They're good they're good people in general. That if something happened to you, you say, I don't mind. Yeah, she'll hold the fort down. She'll raise the kids good. She won't run around and do this. Or she was trained from the school of razor blade. So
Please.
you know,
Go through his school. He talking about need a diploma. No, you need a degree when you finish this training. You need a degree. I need my degree.
So I don't know, man. I feel like we as people sacrifice a lot for other people. I feel like mainly just to make stuff happen for appearance. Like for me, I don't feel like I always hear women say, I refuse to settle. Man, I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle too.
Yeah, you can't.
And it shouldn't, and it's not wrong for a man to say they're not
work both ways.
Yeah, I refuse to settle too.
Yeah, like you shouldn't
Definitely.
settle. You shouldn't settle for anybody and nobody. Like, oh, I'm a man, so no. Because that's no. I have boys.
Everybody should have standards, man.
Yes, you have some type of, they are them out there, men and women that don't have no type of standards whatsoever.
No brought up.
I think to most people, the standards, in this society right now, maybe not in the old, so I want to class everybody together. Maybe in this generation, I think the standards is find somebody that can take care of you. And, for a woman's side, I don't think most relationship is even equated on love right now. I think it's mostly equated on finance and the feel of living the lifestyle that you see on social media or that you see other people.
Yo, find somebody you can joke with, man. If you can't joke with your significant other, bro, it ain't no good. Find somebody you can joke with, bro.
Not even only that, man. Find somebody.
This is the main thing that I find someone who is gonna weather the storm with you when you're at your worst. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing, because everyone is gonna go for the person that has it all, that looks good, that is great. You know what I mean? And it's easy for someone to accept you when everything looks great. But when you actually hit your rock bottom, is that person really going to be there, or were they only there because you look good? You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't have. You have to find someone that's going to be there in the worst of your worst and who can take your worst. You know what I mean?
As soon as y'all got little issues, they bounce on you.
Yeah, they bounce. You've been with this person for 6 years and everything been great. And in the one moment you done lost it, or you know what I mean, you were going through something and they saw that side of you, they bailed on you. You know what I mean? And
that mean they was, that mean you were kind of on ticking time bomb, with that person.
Yeah.
As soon as something go wrong,
basically,
they ready to bolt, right?
Basically, you were walking on eggshells and didn't even know it. You were walking on eggshells, didn't know it. You were breaking your neck to do everything to make it perfect for this person, and then the moment you lost grip of that, you know what I mean? Boom.
You can't the first disagreement they run out on you.
You know what? You have a like you said, the situationship. We have a lot of females that are not wives, or they want to be in a relationship situation. Because
I thought you were wise for a minute. I'm about to say,
he wouldn't dare go there.
They want a partner. They want to they want to be wives and partners, and they get the two confused, because a partner and being a wife is completely two different things. We might confuse it to be the same thing, but it's different. Some people just want somebody they could travel with, do things with, and go eat dinner.
Provide a certain lifestyle.
And to provide it, and that's not a wife. A wife has to be trained to do certain stuff. Man.
I know.
I didn't Okay, Mr. President. Hey, I hope you found taxes for your training school, brother. I hope you found taxes for your training school.
I'm gonna read this for y'all. I'm gonna read this for y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about this. So it says, "I y'all want to be married and don't want to split the bills, but get a divorce and want half."
Wow.
That's It sounds a little rinky dink, but it's deep. Think about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Deep.
Hey, you know,
that's
you don't
true.
want to split the bills, but when you leave, you want half.
Yeah,
That's
you want
true.
half. How is that? How does that work?
That's contradictory in
That's
terms,
completely
though.
true.
That's very contradictory.
Hey,
It's
Kerry, agree with you, Ray's Kerry. So you got to train them.
Hey, don't get him started,
Kerry,
man.
I'm
Kerry,
telling
do not
you,
get
man,
started.
you gotta be, man. I'm getting some support here, man. It's coming along. I gotta
too, Kerry.
Yeah. Don't enable this guy.
Don't
Do not enable this guy.
I have you on a pedestal like this. Don't make me bring you. Don't do
man,
it.
You know, we're dealing with modern women, man.
I thought you were a regular man, Kerry.
Hey, but you know what? I think the thing that happening why most people feel like that though is because things have changed so drastically when it comes to relationships. You know, when you think about a relationship, you in a relationship with somebody, and that person is basically telling you that they basically, the things that they're doing is making you feel small in a relationship. Like say man-woman relationship, the woman is basically stepping all over your toes, doing everything that you would normally do, or creating a problem because she is an alpha female, or even in the sense that the dude wants a robot. He wants somebody that he can just tell to do this and they do that, and she just do it. You know, yeah, man. But I mean, for me, there have to be a balance there, because I don't want somebody that's just gonna support everything. Well, just go with everything that I say to do, even when it's stupid. You know, I like a little sassiness from your lady. You know, not disrespect, but sassiness.
Like a
little bit of spice.
Yeah, a little bit of sassiness.
Little bit of spice. You know, a little bit of spice. Nothing crazy.
Little smarter.
We have a tendency to think that, hey, I'm gonna just go do this, and then you know, sometimes when somebody do a little pushback on it, it gives you a chance to think, and you're like, you know what, may not make that much sense to do. But you have some guys that don't want that, and then you have some women that feel like, hey, I don't care what you say. This is you be in a relationship. OG, you've been in a relationship for a while. It is to most men, you can't there's no relationship that's 50-50 to most men. Most men feel like they're the leaders of the relationship. Not saying that the woman is a slave or the woman has to do what he's saying, but feel like he is the head of the relationship, which society has dictated that. Most religion, well, all religion I know about, has dictated that the man is the head when it comes to the relationship. And sometimes the man feel like the woman is not letting him do that by she's challenging because she feels like, hey, it's 50-50. We both say we're gonna jump off the roof together, or we ain't jumping off the roof, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think everything comes down to having a discussion about the decision to be made, right? And then from there, either party could say, you know, I'm going with it, I'm not going with it. I mean, but at some point you have to make a decision. But I think think it should be okay for either party to voice an opinion about you know, whatever the decision is to be made. I mean, that doesn't mean the man is not leading the household. That just means we have a decision to make and we're discussing it like people,
like adults.
You know, because one idea is not always the best idea. That's and like you just said, Sean, a little give and take may lead you to a better idea. And so definitely, you know, I think that's the way it should be.
But you know, one word that I find that women are they hate this word, and they hate the word submit. And whenever they hear the word submit come from a man, they think, you know, like Sean was saying, they think that they have to bow down to a man and be like.
But you know, some no razor. But you know,
it's not. If you're showing that you're a capable man and you can lead the household, you can lead your family, then you should allow that man to do that, because that's what he's there for.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. If you have to use the word submit, then you lost.
Yeah. That's true.
If you ever
I was gonna say, we went through this. We went through this test. We went through this test because we talked about women's submission, but when I said something about a man submitting, y'all all lost it. We don't like the word submit. Nobody.
The relationship wasn't set up on the protocols of the man submitting to the woman. That's just not how it goes down.
Nobody. The point is, nobody wants that word submit. You know what I mean?
You don't have to use it. You don't have to use that word if everything's going right.
A man will never want to hear that. We're not going to change the direction of where this word come from in a relationship to please new generation or to please anybody. The submission of that, you never went to church or you never grew up or you hear your grandmother telling you that, your grandfather should submit to me. So we're not going to do that here today either. But we usually hear that, and I do agree with OG. If you come to your relationship and I got to explain that, hey, I should be leading the relationship, especially when you realize that I'm capable of doing it, and you just want to have your say and you just want to change what's going on because I don't want this. I'm independent. I don't want no dude telling me that I should change my oil every 3 months. I ain't changing my oil every 3 months. I'm gonna do it every 6.
And
I ain't gonna
misunderstanding of
stuff
the
like
whole
that.
situation.
And it sounds petty, but stuff like that happens in relationships.
But it's a misunderstanding, though. It's a bad misunderstanding of what it should be, or what should happen. It's not the fact that somebody's trying to make you do something. Somebody's saying something that's correct, and you just want to be, antagonistic about it, be opposite about it. That's just not a good thing.
Nope,
that's not useful to anybody. It's not helpful.
And a lot of women these days are very different from back in the days. A lot of women don't do certain things that your grandma used to do or your mom used to do for
exactly. I like this answer right here. Short man is the head. Maybe when he stand on the chair, but
7'5" all day, baby. 7'5" all day.
But yeah, I like that. I like that answer. That answer gave me 5 on it. I felt 5 on that answer. Right?
Yeah.
But you got influence from your lady.
Influence at 5. Influence at 5.
She influenced me to 4 already.
She may be a math whiz. You might be thinking of investing some money in some stuff because it works for other people, and she might be showing you like, I
don't think that's a good idea.
This here that's not gonna pan out good for us, and you like, damn it, woman.
I said,
don't come in here and question me. You better submit. I can't do that now.
I think I'm gonna tell you something between me and her. When we were younger, right? We couldn't really afford nothing. But every time we went to go buy a car, as long as we went together and we did it when it was raining, we always came out good. Because nobody's there when it's raining, it's empty, and we always figure out how to make a good deal. Just me and her, we always did it, make a good deal. I'm telling you, always, man.
Yeah.
From 20-something till now, my baby.
I feel you. That's how it
no
goes,
5, no 5 for you, lady. No.
Hey,
you influenced us to 4.
Seems like you ain't trying to get influence right now.
She influenced us to 4, and I went with it, and God bless us. We're good.
This guy, yeah, man. But Donica said, "OMGZ for sheezy." What a topic! A relationship is not a situation. If you look at it like that, then a relationship is not for you. And I have a topic for you guys, please. Why is it so hard to be friends with a female? Who are males being friends with females or females being friends with a female?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not hard though.
Yeah,
it's not hard. No, it's not. It's not hard. Some dudes are just loose. That's all. It's not hard.
I mean, here's what it comes down to. With friendships, if you value friendship, you value friendship. A lot of people don't value friendship, and a lot of women don't realize that. If that's what you're talking about, a lot of women don't realize that. You think most guys are trying to be your friend. He ain't trying to be your friend to be your friend. He trying to spank them cheeks.
Not every man.
That's exactly what I said. Not every man, but most guys that you coming around and thinking that they're your friends, they're there to spank them cheeks. They're not there to be your friends.
True.
You have guys that are your friends, and you know the difference between those. It's clear that you know the difference between those, or you should know the difference between those.
You should know.
If you don't know the difference between those, that might be some of your fault.
Yeah, you definitely should know the difference.
Because I have female friends that we talk, we make fun of people, make fun of each other. We talk about their spouse. We make fun of their spouse together. That's a friendship. We don't run around and do the wow thing. We don't do none of that.
To the
We just
wow.
cool. We have we share a personal friendship that we have with people. So I don't know. I don't.
I think
I'm a different
women
person,
have a
though, so I
problem
can't
with. I was
cross.
gonna say, I think women have problems with being friends with males when they feel like that male is supposed to do stuff that a guy you're dating does. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You'd
so then
never
it's like
expect your
one.
female friends,
Yeah.
like you'll never expect your female friends to treat you out to eat or
Yeah.
do certain things for you
Okay, I get what you're saying. So I got
that
a
you would
question.
expect the male to do.
So you think that's why the guy's saying, "Shit, I'm paying for your dinner. I want some rum."
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you can't expect the guy to take you out to dinner and to movies and y'all hang and y'all chill, and then when it comes to him trying to come on to you, you'd be like, "Oh, I just want you for a friend." And that's what a lot of women do, you know what I mean? They're going on these dates with guys that they know wants to be with them, but they just want to keep it as friends, and then they'd
Yeah,
be like, "Oh,
but
it's hard
they
to
want to
be
reap all the
friends."
benefits though. They want to reap all the
Yeah,
benefits.
they
So
want to
should,
reap the
so
benefits of
that's
having a
not cool.
male in their
Yeah,
life
that's
when
not
it's
cool.
not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you don't do that when it comes to your female friends. So you can't expect, or want to do stuff with a male friend that you don't
So
do with your female.
to make that relationship work, right, or that friendship work, it should be if you guys are going out to the movies or
You
dinner or
pay for your
whatever.
own stuff, or
I'm
you know what I
I'm
mean?
getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So you pay for your own stuff, but then there are times you got to, he could pay. Sometimes you could pay.
Yeah.
That's balance.
Yeah.
Right? That's
That's
balance.
balance.
But
Yeah.
not one person, not whether it's the girl doing it all the time or vice versa, the guy doing it all the time. So in that sense, to keep it, balanced and a friendship, then that's how they should handle it. Because if the girl's paying all the time, then she want to come on to the guy, and he's like, oh no, sis, we we not like that. Or vice versa.
Like
right?
I have a lot of male friends, you know what I mean, that that we're just completely cool, you know what I mean? Even some who attempted to talk to me in the beginning, you know what I mean, and I wasn't into them that way. But you can definitely have male and female relationships. You just got to make sure you're not dealing with someone who wants to be more than your friend. They have to
you gotta
completely
watch them
understand
because
that.
they try to creep on you, right? You gotta watch them.
Yeah, like they really like you, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna be your friend until it caves in, and that's not. Yeah,
I think
that's not a real male friend. That's someone trying to get in where they fit in.
You know the vibe. You could tell.
I think she's answering a question right there. If you're a pretty girl, hey, if I can't, because most guys we think if you're going after a girl, what's your friend zone mean? We ain't friends. I ain't even trying to talk to you no more. And even if you change your mind later, I still feel the disrespect. Don't even talk to me when you come in. I ain't trying to be no part of none of that. But anyway, I mean, if the dudes, most of the time, them dudes are just saying, hey, I'm gonna come in through the friendship way. He feel like, hey, I can't get you.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
Some dudes feel like once you get to know me, you're gonna like me. Or
but
you haven't had a chance to know me like that.
They're gonna grow on you.
And sometimes that naturally, sometimes organically, that can happen.
That can happen. Facts.
It can happen.
And a lot of times
it can happen. But a lot
hence
of times
the title of our
So
our conversations, relationships,
situationship. It may get to a situationship, or it may get to a
it starts out as a friend,
that will evolve into something else, or it may just stay a friendship.
Clapping the cheeks like you in church.
But I mean, like really, like people aren't really going out making. Do people really go out and make friends of the opposite sex like that?
I know sometimes
nobody. You don't go out and make friends.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with y'all because I've been in situations where I've been in the club and
I'm saying you don't go out intentionally looking for. I'm saying you don't go out intentionally.
I don't know if she was intentionally looking, but she came up and she started having a conversation with me weekly on a friendship tip, and we became friends.
Well, I mean that's different, right? I mean, So, but I mean, just overall, you generally meet folks like at a get together or some barbecue with friends. party or something.
Yeah, I just know, like all my male friends just came across on.
Or you
Yeah, they just came across on a humbug. The male friends that I have, I don't say I've actually like went out like looking to even.
Yeah.
Find a male friend because once I get a man, the male friends are gone.
See, well, that's the thing. Now. It's hard. Like my friendship is my friendship, so it's hard for you to come in now and tell me that I can't be friends with my female friends.
Yeah,
they're my friends. It's like you telling me I can't be friends with my guy friends.
Right? He ain't got to tell me.
So I mean, I'm not gonna just cut off because if it's a friendship, I don't see the reason for me to cut off the friendship. Because we ain't doing.
You might not see it, but what if your spouse sees it?
Well, my spouse gonna have to give me a proper explanation of why I should cut off a friendship. See, the thing in society nowadays, friendship don't mean the same thing to everybody.
True.
Me, I only consider certain people my friends.
Exactly.
So when that person is my friend, you can't come and tell me to cut this person off unless you can show.
Only keep real friends, man. No,
because none of my male friends, like I tell my husband who I'm friends with.
I text Sheree and her husband. I text Britt. I text Candice. I text Danny and her dude. I'm friends with them and their spouse at times.
Yeah.
I have a homegirl, Clara, in Cali. I text Clara husband, her brother, and I met her I used to like her. She friend zoned me, like she put me in the friend zone to the 19th power. And then when I wouldn't talk to her no more, she still came and friend zoned me again. So when we was in Cali, she brought her brother. Me and her brother got cool. Her brother like, man, yo, she always talk about you. Do she like me? He like, nah, she saying you cool. So we became cool. I mean, her dude became cool. Me and her brother cool. Me and her dude cool. There's not a woman on this planet can come and tell me can't be friends with Clara because I feel uncomfortable. We're gonna have to have what is Clara doing? Is she destroying our relationship? I could talk to her a little bit less.
Like you gotta be a reason.
But some women
to stop talking to my.
Yeah, but that won't be the
some
way.
women just ain't comfortable with it. Some men just ain't comfortable with it.
Yeah, that won't be the woman for me.
Like because my male friends,
because you gonna know that while we get ready to go in a relationship, you gonna know that because you gonna see them call me. You gonna see Cherie text me. You gonna see Britt text me. You gonna see Clara text me. Hey, Clara will send me a picture of a big booty chick and say, "Oh, there's something that you like." Now you might get upset with that. Be like, she's encouraging you to like big booty chicks. Yeah, I'll get that. I get that. Yeah, Clara, you messed up on that one. Don't send it again.
Because it's different when you know, like you're like I tell the male that I know, I don't know them from now. I know them years. It's not so. If it's certain reason, you have to give, like, you cannot just be like, oh yeah, I can't talk to you because my husband don't want me to talk to you. I can't talk to you. Like, nah.
What should happen is
that's unhealthy.
It's a conversation.
That friendship should be able to roll over to them too. They may not be best
friends.
It should be able to, but it may not
roll over.
So, she said, so you never tried to holler at? No, I wouldn't try to. If she my friend, I'm not trying to holler at her.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't see the reason for that.
Like if I have if my friends,
I'm trying to holler at all her friends though.
If I have males that are single and they be like, "Your friend cute," I say, "You're my friend." It's go holler. Go. I encourage.
People have been in the club and we be like, "Hey, Britt, go get that girl for me." You know, it's a friendship you have with people. You know, when she dealing with a dude and the dude feel like she ain't gonna, he come and you gotta talk to her. Like, Yep. Clara and her husband get into it. He called me, complain about her, not knowing that she done call and complain about him. Oops. Nah, neither one of y'all does that.
So she's saying you tried. She's saying, have you ever tried to holler at one of your friends, and that's how you became friends? So she's saying you became friends from someone you tried to holler at.
Yeah, everybody done did that. That's what I was saying with Clara. I was trying to get at her. Hate her. I mean, I love her. Friend zone me to the 19th power. I've never been
to the 19th power. He said to the 19th power.
Always trying to come around a player. They ain't trying to hear that. But yeah, I mean, you know what? It also depends on your circle. It depends on the circle of people that you're around.
That's true.
Because if you're around, if you are around douchebaggish type of people, or people that their intention is never the good for you, is just for themselves, they're always gonna be trying to do something to you or against you, or trying to get something, gain something from you, whether it's your crotches, whether it's some money or something. They're trying to gain something from you. OG, you made a face like they're trying to gain some crotches.
Not the crotches.
The crotches.
I was like, no, not the crotches.
What crotches? Put the crotches down, boy.
Not the crotches.
Man, but overall, in situationships too, I see people that stay together because they want kids, and they feel like this person is a viable person for me to have kids with, so I'm gonna do it. I seen people that want to be able to live a certain lifestyle. I know two people like that right now. I ain't gonna say their name because I done messed up already talking Clara and James' business on the podcast. But I know two people like that now that they're only together because they make a good amount of money and they like the lifestyle that they live. It's clear to me that they might even be doing a little something on their own and just not sharing it with us, but they want that lifestyle. So, I mean, maybe it's not that clear because I'm just assuming.
Yeah, but some people do. Some women stay with men because they know that this man is responsible. They know that they're going to do a good thing. So might as well say, so I can have a baby, and I know he's going to take care of his child instead of me going with somebody that I don't even know. So some people do. Some women do that too.
So, with Donica, have you ever friend zone somebody and then start liking them? That's totally possible too. It could reach from the.
I've done that. I've done that completely, and then it was too late. I was like, I should have chose him.
Here's the thing.
It does. It really does. It really does. Like at the moment when he tried to talk to me, I just wasn't feeling him. You know what I mean? And we became cool, and then I started feeling him, but it had already been too late. He done found somebody else. You know what I mean? Got all in a relationship.
That's the song that was in
and I was like, dang, he was a good guy. I probably missed out on that one.
I try to be friends with at the beginning. I try to be friends with Andres, but that ain't work.
People ain't trying to be. I mean,
he ain't no friend.
This ain't no friend zone. We out of here.
Yeah,
it's the love zone.
Yes.
Yeah, man. People to each their own. So I think we don't even realize sometimes how difficult relationships is, man. A lot of people see relationships moving, see the parts of relationships, and think that relationships are easy.
Everything is peaches and cream, and
meet a girl, meet a guy. They do this, they do that. They got a nice job. They do this. They got great personality. Got great kids. Their family is great. Our family is great. It's all great. It's all great. It's all great. Everybody's great. When that's not how it usually works. There's usually a whole bunch of contentions because that's what life is all about. It's all about obstacles and journeys for you to learn from. And as our what was he? 43 would say, "Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice,
but I can't get fooled again.
Fool me again."
I can't be fooled again.
Yes. Fool me once.
Hey, that's what he said. That's what he said. Fool me twice. Can't. He forgot to say it. He says, "We can't get fooled again."
Yeah, he forgot to say
it. It happens sometime, man. When you're on live, stuff happens. You just gotta go with the flow.
I know it's you, Nikki. Come on now.
Hi, Nikki.
Yeah, what's going on? But yeah, man. I feel like this when it comes to relationship, man. I feel like there's gives and takes. I don't want to be sitting up here and acting like I'm perfect because nobody's perfect, and you live and you learn.
If you're perfect, you're lying.
And then, what a lot of people don't realize, the person that your spouse can bring the best or worst out of you. Usually, if you meet the person that's for you, 9 times out of 10 gonna bring the best.
Bring the best out of you. Exactly.
Yep.
The person that's not for you, that you probably fighting for to try and be with, they're gonna bring the worst out of you.
The worst.
You know. And then you got some people that are narcissists or psychopaths that they just feel like everything is about them. If you tell them, man, I don't know why it's raining outside. Why are you mad at me? Try to get an umbrella to go outside. How does it come to be anything with you? And you have to be careful of people like that. People like that will destroy your happiness, destroy your soul, and they'll put you in a place to make you think that finding a great relationship is not out there. Hey, I want to take a break because I forgot to big up somebody on Black History Month. I don't know how you got. I'm shame on you guys for letting me forget.
Don't do it.
I want to shout out Hillary Banks.
I knew what he was going
Hillary
to.
Banks on. Hillary.
Yeah. Coco
Jones.
La Cocoa.
Boo. I'm in love with the Coco.
Yo, but yeah, real talk. That show is fire though, man. The show was nice though.
5, 6 security guards. I'm gonna get a letter from the Secret Service. Be like, player, stop it.
The show was nice. No stalkers allowed, but the show was nice.
Well, yeah,
he's not really stalking. He just admiring from afar. He's a fan. That's it. It's a fan.
It's a beautiful young lady. Dre, big up yourself. Dre said, "What? Cherie tried to be my naked friend and ended up."
Yeah, it didn't have no sense.
I hate him.
Oh, God, yo.
I hate him.
Yeah, man. Hey, so what do y'all feel about when you're in a relation, when two people are in a relationship, right? It's clear that the love is not there, but the like is still there, you should say. The respect is still there. You think they should try and work it out, or they should move on?
There's a chance to build a love. There's a chance to get the love.
They should still work it out.
Yeah. We talk about people running away all the time. There's if there's anything there, the chance to work it out. I mean, and they should give it a chance.
So give it a chance.
Definitely, yeah. We gotta stop encouraging people to just run.
To just quit.
Because you're just gonna keep running every time. Because every relationship you get into, there's gonna be something that challenges you.
Fact.
And you have to decide at that point where you go always just get up and run. You're gonna be running for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
True.
There was a little quote I seen online, and it was an old couple, and they were asked us how we, stuck together for 60 years, and they said we grew up in an era where when something was broke, we fixed it. We didn't throw it away.
Oh, that's nice.
And a lot of people don't try to fix stuff. You know what I mean? They want instant gratification. They want instant satisfaction. Is that a word? And if not, you know what I mean? They throw it away. It's a word tonight.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn tonight.
It's a word tonight.
But yeah, they throw it away. Nobody wants to work on it. Nobody wants to stick around. You know what I mean? It's just
It's easier to leave.
It's easier to leave.
Work on it. It's hard to stay.
Like they always act like the weak people are, the ones who stay, but those are the ones who are really strong.
Aside from physical abuse and mental abuse, aside from any kind of domestic abuse, staying is the hardest thing.
People.
I mean, leaving is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Right. Staying is hard. Leaving, you can run off. It's easy to run away. Easy to run away.
One thing that we all know about love, right, or the act of love, is that you're compassionate to a person. So you know that if I just bail on this person, it's gonna hurt them, and you don't want to put that person through that. So most people usually stick out the ride to see where it will go. Because I've had friends that told me they fell out of love. And they fell back in love, and it's the best point of their relationship right now. It's like finding themselves. They're more mature. They understood. Their understanding back then is different now, so they understand more about themselves. They know what they want, and they're more intertwined with this.
And that's usually when it's better. Once you get older,
Danica said, "I don't think so." What you don't think, Nikki? But what is it that you don't think they should stay together? Well, I think that if there's a chance, like the cast say, if they think that it's a chance for it to work, you should try and work it out. Because remember, the love may not be there, but the respect and the caring part is still there. So that person still wants the best for you, still want to see you. So it's not like y'all in a constant argument at the house and y'all going back and forth. It's just that the I wouldn't even say attraction, because after you've been with somebody so long, if you don't know how to manage yourself, you might not be attracted to the person as you was if you don't know how to spunk up your relationship, because that happens to people also too. A lot of times people just don't know how to reinvent their relationship, reinvent themselves, have fun with each other. So it's just
and that's the thing, having
and
fun.
a lot of times, like when you're in a relationship too, like people don't realize like you two are trying to grow together, but you're also growing individually. So there's going to be moments where you guys don't see eye to eye, and there's going to be moments where you may be in one different place than that person may be. You know what I mean? But if it's worth staying, it's worth staying for. You know what I mean? You that's the whole thing. You don't know. The hard part is trying to figure out if this is something that you're going to stick with or not. You know what I mean? But you have to make that decision. You know what I mean? You have to make that decision that this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to do for the end. You can't sit there and act like there's always an escape, because if you have an escape, then you're not giving it your all. It's easy to leave.
I said this to Cherie earlier today, because I think the same thing too. I think after you stay with somebody for so long and then y'all still break up, I think it's a waste of your life. Because I think that you block like maybe the person that you could have find. Like I had a conversation with a friend of mine. Not gonna say his name because I've been messing up and saying people's name already. I know I'm gonna get a phone call tomorrow, at least from one person. But the conversation went like this. While he was having issues with his wife, he started liking a young lady. That young lady became a friend of his now, because she moved on. She wouldn't wait for him to came out of the situation with his wife. He stayed around, tried to work it out with his wife, and it didn't work. And that young lady moved on. She has found somebody for herself, but he hasn't violated their friendship. But he's like, yo, madly in love with this young lady. He's going crazy over her. Every time he see her, he's like, it just bring back up old feelings. And he just felt like, he's like, if he could do the past again, he would have took her. And unfortunately, you don't got no rewind buttons in life.
Yeah.
Those are sticky, man. Those are tough.
Yeah,
those are tough because that's a situation that nobody want to be in.
Yeah, that's a rough situation.
It's almost like there's no winner in that situation.
No,
you know what I mean, there's no winner in that situation. It's just what it is. It's just no winning.
I just wasted a bunch of time.
But it's still not a guarantee that if he would have tried it with this woman who he's madly in love with, that they would have actually worked out.
I'm saying, right. So
there's no guarantee with that. You know what I mean?
There's no.
But I mean, I don't look at heartache as like a punishment. When something don't work out, I don't look at it as wasted time. I look at it as lessons. You know what I mean? Something that you learn that you can use moving forward in life. You know what I mean? Just because you spent 14 years with someone and it didn't work out, you know what I mean? I'm sure that if you focus on only the negative parts of what you lost during those 14 years, but you can also look at what you learned during those 14 years. You grew, you know what I mean? And some of the worst, the best lessons were the worst heartape. You know what I mean?
You have 14,
it really
14
hurt
years
you.
of knowledge now. So that's what you have.
You got 14 years, you know what I mean?
Like that knowledge maybe it's not enough to quench the pain of her heart, though. Maybe that
14 years may have taught her not to spend that much time hoping something works out and to have more definitive, you know what I mean? Which would help her future relationship. You know what I mean? Like,
we got to be honest. 14 years is a long time, and
it's not really nothing.
That's a long time. We all
that's a long time.
What I mean is
being is living to about 60 years
old.
So
were you 20 and now you're 34?
Yes, it is. The average age is about living to 60 years old, even with the grace of technology now.
Let's look at it like this.
Women are living longer than that.
And the age.
Let's look at it like this. Were you 20 and now you're 34?
Exactly.
Or were you 40 and now you're 54? You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where that 14 years was spent.
14 started,
right?
yeah.
So if you were 20, you were young, you didn't know a lot. And you tried to stick something out and tried to make something work because you were younger and you thought that was the best thing at that point. But let's say you're 34, 36 now. Now you understand some things differently. Now you know a little more about life. You know, if you have a child or not, some responsibilities. Now you're a little more, you know, you're a little more seasoned. Your thinking is different. And so now your next relationship could be a whole lot better because you know how to make it work based on what you've been through before. And if that
possibly
when you pick a person and you pick a person next time, you're gonna know what to look for.
Hold up for a minute though. Think about hearing guys like me and Razor talk from our point of view. That doesn't make that a better situation for that young lady. That actually make it worse. She has now wasted 14 years of her life. She's 34, and then you have guys because guys might come here and lie to you or make you feel like that's not what they think. But a lot of guys think in this pattern of thought. Now that she did that 14 years, now she's 34, maybe with 2 or 3 kids. There's guys that saying, I don't want to start a family with somebody like that.
Very true. That's very true.
And now that's a waste. That's technically a waste of your time with that person. And let's say now let's say you're 40 and you wanted to have more kids. That person didn't give you any kids. You couldn't have kids with that person. Now you wasted all that block. You have to start,
if you didn't have kids, maybe that's something you could be like, okay, that may in your mind may be a waste. If you have 2 or 3 kids in that relationship, it's a blessing. And you wouldn't change anything about that, right? But I'm not saying some people wouldn't think they wasted their time.
You're not changing your kids because your kids always a blessing, but changing the possibility of how your life turned out. I think everybody would want to do that. You know, I think also that she said she was in her 20s going into her 30s. Okay, when I still call it a waste. Even when you do learn from situations, there is times when T was saying that, you know, that relationship probably wouldn't have worked. Probably wouldn't have. But usually when you really adore a person and you and the person share, because they both share a mutual liking for each other. They just at a point where they realize that, hey, that ship has sailed. I've moved on. And, you know, you've just stepping out of your situation, but I'm not going to stop my situation to go back to something that I gave you before and you didn't take.
At this point now, it may not work at this point. It's just exactly you kind of missed the window.
At that point. But I see how they can say it's a waste, but like if I spent like me, I did 13 years, I got 3 kids out of it. You know what I mean? I did it. I started my relationship at 19. You know what I mean?
That's a jail sentence.
I mean, you know, I did, you know,
I did 13-year bid.
I did 13-year bid. You know, that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Because
Nikki thought she was in jail. I spent 14 years.
13.
I did a video.
I just got 14.
I just got back to the streets. You know what?
You know, like
no more.
And it's crazy though, because like he, you know. For a minute, if you would have asked me first after the breakup, you know, I probably would have been in that mentality as a waste of time, you know, but I like, he is like my best friend right now, you know what I mean? So I gained a friend, you know what I mean? I learned a lot from him. He learned a lot from me. We actually sit and talk to each other about relationships. And, you know, he gives me the male aspect. I give him a different type of aspect. I got 3 kids out of it. You know what I mean? But
God bless you give him the T aspect, don't you?
You know it. You know it. You know it. You know it.
That one was out there. That was like you put that one out there for me.
I was gonna give it. I was thinking the same thing, but I was just gonna let it.
I got to.
That was beautiful. Though. I get what you're saying, T.
The T aspect. That's what I was.
That's nice though. That's a beautiful thing though. You got a friend now, and y'all can sit down and talk now.
I mean, it works different for everybody.
But I mean, even what like I went through with him, like the heartfelt, like I actually sat back and evaluated it, you know what I mean, and looked at myself like, why was I able to allow that certain thing to happen? And I grew from it, you know what I mean? So sometimes you just have to kind of like I don't know. I look at the glass being half full from it. I'm trying to look at the positive versus focusing on the negative from that time, because I spent that much time because there was love, there was good, there was a lot in there, which is why I stuck with it. You know what I mean? Honestly, if I didn't quit, we probably still would be together now. You know what I mean?
Negativity will destroy you. Always have
negativity. Like, you can't focus on, like, you got to look at, like, it's so many things we waste time on if you look at it that way. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone should ever say they wasted time on love, because you tried.
No,
you know what I mean?
You
and that's our sole purpose, is to try. You know what I mean? So I don't look at it as a waste. You
time necessary on love. You just wasted your time with that person, because
I mean,
I have, life is short, man. The best thing is for you to find somebody that can make you happy, gel with that person, and you and that person just create the best life for each other you can possibly create, because tomorrow is promised to no man. Secondly, when you sit around, you have time when you really truly have feelings for a person, and you really truly want to make stuff work, and that person finds every way to monkey wrench that problem, make the problem worse, and make it seem like the energy is coming from you, or maybe the energy is coming from around where y'all at. And then as you get older, you probably start realizing now that they're the problem. Hey, answer her question real quick.
Oh yeah, I was trying to type it, but you see it say at D. I won't talk about that kind of D, y'all.
I know it's Richard Thursday.
I'm gonna get you in love with the D.
But yeah, I like I said, I do, it's been a while since we've ended our relationship. So I've had a lot of healing to do. And initially I was really upset, you know what I mean? But I just started focusing on what I did gain from that relationship instead of focusing on what I lost, you know what I mean? Because truly I lost time, but I gained so much in that time that I don't feel like it was wasted, So I think if you really and truly like focus on the positive that you have with that, you can grow from it and not hold on. Because if you focus on the negative, you have to realize it's also stopping you from having relationships moving forward, because you're still trying to get past why it didn't work. And you're so afraid of wasting time with the next man that you probably aren't even giving the next man the opportunity that he needs.
Yeah,
you're
not gonna allow yourself to be vulnerable with the next person.
Yeah, like you have to really be.
It's gonna be hard.
You have to really like take in what when you end a relationship. You have to really and truly like not focus on the negative parts, because it'll hold you back. And that's with any relationships, friendships as well, work. Like any kind of relationship. If you focus on the negative, your guard is gonna be so up that it's gonna like knock everything away. You know what I mean? You got to just really. Focus on the good, because I know you had some good times during them 14 years, girl. I know you broke that back in a couple times, girl.
He broke that back.
Nikki, that's T's problem. Nikki, that's T's problem.
The D.
The D is T's problem, yeah. That's why she had glass half full.
Hey, that's what she really meant to say. But did you have that problem? Yeah, the D.
But it's true. You cannot hold on. You can't hold on, because I think that if I would have hold on to the anger that I have before, I would have never found, what I have now. You have to let go. You have to. It's hard, but you have to let go, because then somebody can come and you be like, no, I don't want to waste my time. And that probably would have been the one.
And they're not saying forget about it.
Just focus. Just shift your focus to the focus on the good parts. And then when you start focusing on the good things, what's going to happen is you're going to want those good things to occur again with someone else. But if you're focusing on the negative things, then you're just going to constantly be like with your guard up, because you're worrying about the wrong stuff.
I think it's human nature, though. I think,
Oh yeah, it's definitely human nature.
They're blindly saying that, because I think it's human nature for you to protect your heart, protect your.
That's no doubt.
So
it's definitely.
That's part of the problem too. Human nature.
I this old man told me the other day. Stop calling. This elderly man told me the other day. that you don't go looking for your mate. You find that person.
Yeah, that's true facts.
You know, I'm trying to be smart with him. I said, well, how you gonna find him if you ain't looking? And he grabbed my hat and he said, boy, listen to me. Yeah. So he said basically what he's saying is that you don't go out looking for love. Because when you go out looking for love, you're gonna find
a bunch of crap. I've been saying that you can't go out and just say I'm gonna go find somebody. No, you have to live your life.
Replace the person that you have before.
Exactly. You gotta live your life
and tear yourself apart.
Somebody will show up for sure.
You know,
just kind of like, you know, when they say that like people try to have babies, they have like the hardest time, you know what I mean? And then the moment when they're just like, okay, we're just gonna let it be, you know, like sometimes you just
pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say I want to have.
You can try to control everything.
I want to have 2 kids, but you can't say we're gonna start next week. You can say I want to have 2 kids, but you just live your life and do what's natural. You're gonna
have 5 kids.
Yeah, live natural.
Say you have 5 kids,
5, and then
you have 5 kids, and then eventually, maybe 4 for a while. But that fifth one,
I'm gonna tell my 4 kids, and they're not gonna be cool with that. Because they like the situation how it is now, all 4 of them, and I think they told mom too to chill out.
You gonna tell
mom to chill out too?
You gonna tell mom to chill out on the way?
I please the told mom to chill out.
The 1, 2, 3, 4 physics.
Yeah, we're good. It's time for them to have some. She can work with them on that. Leave me out of it. How about that?
Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
There was a time I lost respect for women because of the past situation till I met Cherie, which taught me it's okay to let someone in. Yeah, and that's the thing, man.
That's exactly. Blushing.
Finding your crush. Say your crush, say you have not even crush. Because y'all know who my crush is.
Crush kind of.
Yeah, in reality, my crush is the bomb diggy.
Hey.
In reality,
hey Coco, that's your new crush.
A new episode came on today, didn't it?
Right.
A new episode came out tonight, though, did it?
Don't be snitching on my brother. You trying to mess it up for him?
Live, G.
What part of the game is that, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? For that, wait a minute. Yes, Mrs. Sherman, 5 need to stop right now.
Yes.
Oh my God, really? Hey, yo, get out the comment. I'm banning her from the comments. Wait a minute.
Yes.
It's okay because we'll still get to talking. She ain't got to be in the comments. We get you every time. We got your back, Miss Short Woman.
Yo, wow.
Yes, definitely.
Mommy, I'm turning you into the kids. I'm turning you into the other 4. I'm gonna turn you into them.
So sometimes your ideal person, or at least in your mind, that ideal person for you might already be taken by someone else.
True that.
Mm-hmm.
And
is there more than one person for you though?
Hey.
So should you? So
we talked about that before.
So should you try to take that person?
I was about to say now what you could do, or maybe your ideal person is not really that person, but it's the image of that person. Maybe that person is giving off the expectation that you're looking from somebody else. Maybe that person is the model of what you want, not necessarily.
The vibe is hard to find, man.
Yeah,
you got to go through a lot of dates to find the right one.
So you might see,
yes, you
do. How she carry herself. She might does this. She might does that. But
yes, you do.
Are we speaking from experience? Are we speaking from experience?
I'm speaking from experience.
There we go. Nikki, you heard it here, Nikki.
Yes, you
do. Nikki, you heard it here.
Experience.
Yes, I am speaking from experience. Okay.
What we say, game recognized game.
Listen, it is not
lessons.
Listen. Day by day, I just look and say, Oprah never been married and she's still successful.
That's a good example. That is a good example.
No,
that's a good example.
Hey, she's never been married and she's very successful.
But he wanted to be. Hey, she ain't married on paper, but Stedman live in her yard.
Yeah,
I know.
He got a rich situation.
Hey, Stedman.
Yes, he's a rich.
I don't know if Stedman. Hey, I'm hating on Stedman.
And Stedman don't care what nobody say. He is living his best life.
Look, I might find a Stedman and you know what I mean, become the next Oprah Winfrey. You know what I mean. So I ain't looking no more. I have done.
I think that's probably one of the best situationship publicly that I know about.
Hey,
What?
Yeah. That's the best.
I mean,
that's the best.
I've known about them forever. Since forever.
Hey, Stedman and Obi been together since before I was born.
Since I've been
and they still working it. Listen, listen.
Hey,
they
man.
happy. They happy in their situationship.
That's what we keep saying, man. Work your relationship out. Don't worry about anybody else's.
What do y'all think about what I just said?
Worry about your own.
What do y'all think about what I just said? What about y'all comment section too? What y'all think about what I just said? Like maybe the idea of the person, it wasn't that girl. Maybe you just like how she carry herself. Maybe it's just the idea of her.
You're right, exactly. The image.
Yeah,
right?
that's I mean that's
the persona.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I mean, like a lot of times you're in a relationship with somebody and they just seem like amazing, you know what I mean? And then let's say y'all break up and then you look at them and you realize they weren't amazing at all. It's the way I felt about them that made them amazing. You know what I mean? They really was doo-doo, poop.
It really was.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But you can, your image and what you want someone to be can definitely make them a lot more than what they are. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you feel like you could see the potential in someone more than they can see in themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you could see a man and you could be like, yo, this is a great man. He could do great things. He got this, he got that. But if he don't have that same belief in him and he doesn't move forward, then he's poo-poo. You know what I mean? But you still thought he was king.
Hey man, there's a lot of women around here dating
and that's the same with men. That's the same with men, you know, because I know y'all say I'm the male.
I don't date men, so
there's a lot of men who look at women and they think that these women they have it all. You know what I mean? They're amazing. They look good. They have this. They have that. Bam, bam, bam. And then you actually get with them and you see that they're poo-poo and they're trash. You know what I mean? Well, you can always create and make someone better than what they are.
But I think for me though, my image of the ideal person is not what society deems them as being, because you know, of course, I have to be attracted to you. You know, you give me that to give
even
me.
Even if they have a third eye.
Yeah, I have to have some type of attraction to you for it to work. But your whole concept of like sitting down talking to a couple of my friends today. We were talking about, I told him, I said, yo, I'm digging Coco Jones' look. He like, she regular to you. But to me,
what does that even mean anyway? What does that even mean anyway?
I ain't even,
I'm lost on that one.
To me and the five
she's a beautiful young lady.
Me and the five other dudes on the phone, we sending pictures back and forth to each other like, bruh, yo. Even my old homeboy, he like, bruh, I'm too old to be sending this little girl pictures to you.
But I'm gonna send it anyway.
Like, okay, so Sean, right? So it's okay for you. Like Coco, that's my daughter. Yeah. I have a Coco. Like literally, I have a Coco. Yeah. You see my daughter, I have a Coco.
Yeah.
Same complexion about, beautiful young lady doing her thing. Definitely. So I'm saying, so that I don't know what your boy's talking about.
What's whoever it is. Yeah. I mean, what she got to do? She got to have the
BBL. The BBL. That's BBL. That's
long hair, crap. Super bright. I mean, that's, you know. And
that's the veneers, remember, y'all forget the veneers?
Yeah.
Veneers. Everybody got fake teeth now.
So
everything is fake.
What happened nowadays is that I think we have lost touch with what beauty is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's disappointing.
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, though. You know what I mean? Like, and it varies from person to person.
But I think that some people you just can't say they ugly.
It's obvious that some people are beautiful. You just
can't say. I mean,
you can tell yourself that, but it's not. It's not.
You might say they're not.
I'm not gonna lie, like.
But you can't say that this person is
like. So I said it before.
No.
Like if we,
it's been a lot. Like it's not just looks, you know. Like to me, beauty and attraction doesn't come from looks. It also comes from mine. Mostly comes from personality.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay, T. Let's stop right there for a second. Personality. We're gonna dig that. But we're talking this outward beauty. Yeah. Most of us can know. Most of us can look feature wise, and we can say and we can acknowledge what is for us or not. Yeah. We can acknowledge that somebody's beautiful.
I don't know your personality.
We don't know none of that. If you just say outward, we can say somebody's beautiful. We know that. It's like I was saying, if we were raised from the Stone Age to believe a person that we think is not so attractive is beautiful, we would think the same thing. So just societal in general, we know what we outward beauty is. Now, when you talk to that person, they open their mouth, they might be ugliest thing on earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, like even outward beauty, like some people find men attractive that I think are completely horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's what I mean.
different.
Beauty is beauty's an eye of the beholder. Like some people may find them attractive, and some people just
we agree with you on that. But what we're saying that some people is just some people are like, I might not like this young lady.
It's undisputable.
But she's pretty. She's undisputable. Pretty. She's beautiful.
It's undeniable.
I'm not attracted. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like everybody thinks that what's that light skinned guy with the green eyes? Everyone thinks he's so fun. I think he's ugly.
Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy, yeah. Everyone, and they tell me I'm crazy. You know the one with the green eyes. I think he's
in the Steve Harvey movie. I'm married. Whatever the 90 days. What? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you know what I mean. A lot of people find him like so attractive, and I
like me, it has to be something like it has to be like the way you carry yourself, the way you talk.
That's where it really comes from.
Attraction for me come from.
That's where it really comes from.
Many different things. Because I've seen girls that I thought was attractive, and when I started getting to know them, I'm like, yeah.
You're like, oh, they ugly.
Yeah. So not even ugly. It's just the attraction for them is not there anymore because the way they carry themselves kill that appeal. But I can still look at them and say they're beautiful ladies. I don't think that they're ugly. I think I'm just not attracted to them anymore. Their whole appeal, where they carry themselves, destroy the appeal I have for them. You know. So
you talking about that guy? Okay.
So
he's so ugly.
He's so
ugly.
Like what is regular for to me?
Yeah, what is
when a guy
that is the most
saying a dark skinned person is regular.
That's the most disrespectful thing.
I heard 50 Cent say that on a podcast that dating black women is cool, but when you dating these exotic women, I'm like, nigga, we the most exotic people on the planet.
I mean, Africa is very exotic. What are they talking about? Africa is very exotic.
That's just something they've been sold and they're brainwashed with it.
Yeah, that's all.
I look past those people that think like that anyway. Whatever.
Us black women are very exotic.
That's a problem that they have within themselves.
We got a diverse group of women of different hues.
Exactly.
And we love them all.
I've said it before. We don't the men who don't like black women, we don't want them anyway.
and the ones who say they're regular talk about some yeah, well, call my daughter regular.
Said, like I said before, they want our lips, they want our nose, they want our, our.
The irony is that the woman that they find attractive have everything that the so-called regular women have on them. So I guess
it's not fake. It's not fake.
I figured that out now.
Yeah, it's not fake.
Regular means you don't have the fake booty and all that.
That's exactly what it means.
I just figured that out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
You have to have the nice your boobs gotta sit up here.
So you want to squeeze on plastic? You want to squeeze on plastic?
Yeah, your stomach gotta be flat as the board. Your waist gotta be that big.
That leather seat in the summertime, you're gonna be out of luck.
Your butt gotta be like the table, okay, that you can sit a cup on it.
Yeah, I mean, if I ain't knocking nobody. We have our BBL jokes.
Each to his own. Yeah, each to his own. But just don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the other ladies though. Don't disrespect the other ladies though.
Yeah, I mean, telling me that a dark-skinned woman is not attractive or she's regular, nigga, to you.
But I mean, do you see?
Well, we always say
hit their skin.
We always
shiny, like how bright and how beautiful that cocoa.
I love that chocolate.
We always saying right. we don't.
Some chocolate.
I love me some chocolate.
Just don't diss other people.
When the water glisten all off of that body.
Saying she ain't my cup of tea is better than talking about she regular.
Exactly, man. Don't diss people. Say I like this. This is not for me.
She look good, but that's not my cup of tea.
She's fine. She's fine herself. She's beautiful, but this is not for me.
Yeah,
say that. You ain't gotta put nobody down just to build somebody else up. You don't have to do that.
She good, but the type I like is this type right here.
You can even say she all right if you want to. It's okay. You can say that, but don't diss anybody.
But it's crazy. Just like we've been saying, like Sean been saying, society with these social medias, nobody thinks like everybody think that's it. The big,
It's
the breast,
fake
the
life,
butt,
fake body, fake everything.
that's it. That and it's not it. It's not it because gravity.
I mean,
Is
files, ear files, teeth
wonderful
files,
thing.
body files, booby head files, everything files.
Yep.
I mean, life is just what it is, man. Life is about excitement, about enjoyment. You can like who you want to like.
Like who you want
Yes.
to like.
You don't have to tear your own people down or your own complexion because that Negro is dark skinned too. That said that,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's crazy to
Little
me.
bit of self hate going on there.
You tear your own people down or classify, because I can only imagine what your daughters look like because you a darky dude. So I mean, what are they regular too, or maybe because no, but he's yeah. I don't know, man. I think our generation and society is lost on what beauty really is. I think we think that ton load of makeup, getting your body done, having the fattest this, flattest stomach, like Teresa the titty that sit up in the air makes you beautiful. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
It makes you a trophy to get passed to the next dude and to the next, and then when your time is over, it's just move on.
That's it.
That's a party done. Party done.
It's over.
Because just like he can get you, he can get when he tired of you, he can get another one.
Another BBL.
Yep, Dre, you're right. Act like a lady, think like a man. That's the name of that crazy.
That's the name of the movie.
That's what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
That movie was funny.
Yeah,
I had some jokes.
Dre said, I see nothing in a woman that you can recycle 90% of her body.
Hey, she good for the environment, I guess.
Save her. Hey,
she good for the environment, right?
By saving a hole.
Like, can you recycle it? Can you even?
Well,
recycle
we made women half recycled. I guess we can live longer.
Save the planet by saving a hole. We got some good topics to talk about in the coming weeks, man. Enjoy this conversation tonight. Highlight of the conversation tonight was the whole conversation for me. Played out well. I like the feedback from the audience. I like the feedbacks from the panel.
Yes, they was giving it to us in the comments. Yes, we love that.
Yes,
at the end of the day, relationships are in your hand, really. It's not in our hand. It ain't in your friend's hands. It's in your hand. You have to find a person that you feel comfortable in loving, and that person feel comfortable loving you, or you feel comfortable letting that person love you. And sometimes it's not the ideal social media, Instagram model chick that you see. Sometimes you might feel like you're the top of the mountain, but you might have to settle for halfway up the mountain. And that's just part of life. And settling doesn't mean settling for halfway up the mountain doesn't mean that could be your ideal woman. That could be the person make you the happiest in life. So it's not settling for less, but it's settling for what's appropriate for you.
I'm gonna say it again. The key is find what works for you.
Facts.
Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. You're never gonna make it like that.
No.
See it on Instagram. Look at it, press like whatever.
And everybody tell you what to do.
Stop making yourself like that. Stop trying to be like that.
And relationships are not peaches and creams all the time. It takes hard work. You have to work at it. If you
only have peaches and cream on Valentine's Day.
Work at it.
Relationship.
What's that song? Keep trying, don't give up, never give up.
Y'all know my favorite song to sing. At first you don't succeed.
Dust yourself off and try again.
That's all you got. That's how I look at it. And also, like Cherie said, Dee said, Sharp Man said, relationship is difficult. You just have to find that person that you're willing to go through the difficultness with.
You want to work with, for real. That's all it's about.
And the person is willing to go through it with you too.
Facts. Yeah, you can't be.
That's the whole thing.
Now you should have more good times now. We want to have more good times.
Definitely.
We want to have more good times.
Can't be.
Have those
I think the important part of someone worried about wasting too much time in a relationship is truly looking at, is that person giving, the same effort that you're giving? Because If you're giving and giving and giving, and that person ain't even trying, then
I already know what Sean gonna say.
I think it's gonna work.
Yeah. Even if they both minds, I'm out. The angel and the devil on the side of your shoulders better say, shh, don't tell that nigga nothing. Once you tell me, it's a wrap. Yeah, man. I'm glad we was here tonight. Not gonna go too long tonight. Want to start keeping the podcast at good minimums so we can cut some good conversations out of it and repost so that the people who don't get to listen to the whole podcast can go back and check out some of the conversation that we have. Tomorrow I'm gonna be dropping that conversation that we had yesterday about the paternity. Should a man
that was a good one.
Should a man take care
of
a
blended family, bro? Blended up.
Hey man, Sharpman had me up here cussing out a storm.
I did not mean it. I felt like he was triggered or something. I was like, hey, I was
Sean B said, what the
then we'll talk about he gonna leave his 19-year son, but gonna take care of a 2-week-old baby. Like, come on.
Where's the logic?
Yeah,
where's the logic on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, man. We definitely will be back again. Even on Tuesday nights, we do have somewhat conversations about relationships. Yeah. So you can check us out next Tuesday night. We'll be back again. But usually our relationship conversation is for Thursday nights. So we usually
Tuesday we want to drop some gems of knowledge on you, have you think about life and current events.
Relationship or ruin it. One of the two.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. As long as
use what helps and throw away what doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't just take everything. Just look at the little gems in there, find them where you can.
That you don't need.
Yeah. Before we go to I know that y'all been paying attention. Y'all been seeing on the news that Russia has attacked Ukraine. You know that comes with a lot of consequences for us living in America. Comes with prices of goods, gas, stuff going up. So it's not high prices.
As if it's not already high.
Yeah. I see a lot of people claiming that this would have never happened if the monkey was in office. The chimp, whatever he is, the orange dude was in office.
It is his best friend. I think they're saying that because it's his best friend. You know what I mean?
But he said it was Jesus
was dropping bombs in Ukraine while the dude was in office. Yeah. So what's the difference?
I don't understand what's the difference.
A couple days ago, the dummy just
they're just saying that because that's his best friend, so they think that he would have more. They think that he'd have more influence than Biden does because
he said it was okay to do it. No, he said it was okay to do it.
But they would have. We wouldn't have been fighting. We wouldn't have been fighting on the side of Ukraine. We probably would have been fighting on the side of Russia.
Yeah, maybe say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
That's what he was saying. Here's the thing. I hear people talk about that has nothing to do with us. That's everything to do with us. That's America's arch enemy.
People.
If he take over a whole other country, he just built his army bigger.
Yeah, he's gonna keep taking.
Exactly.
You think he's gonna stop taking?
Exactly. So what do you think he's gonna do next after he conquer there? So I did hear Nate. I did hear the president of NATO saying that every action that he took is an action of aggression and it means war. So hopefully they bombed the mess out of him and put him in his place.
If he cross the border, those countries that's around Ukraine, NATO countries around Ukraine, I hope he cross on them. Hope he cross on them.
Poland or accidentally send something over there, it's a problem.
Estonia, one of those. If you go around there.
Yeah, and you already hear that. You already hear Australia want smoke.
Yeah, they want smoke.
They want smoke. Down under, they ain't
nah, they don't.
Because he talking like he Tupac out here. He talking like he don't want to wait.
What a lot of people not paying attention to is he has nukes.
Yep.
And he's lost a grip on just reality because I don't know how you think in this day and age you can just go walk into a country and try to take it over.
And the first thing
nothing's going to happen. It's going to be okay.
Is that country's nuclear facility?
Yep.
That's the first thing he's trying to take over.
And stuff, stuff is still falling on Chernobyl. That stuff is still uninhabitable. You can't go live in there.
So
if you stir all that up, That's in the air.
That's what people not thinking. You cannot let y'all. They that's the United States want to be in everything and don't mind their business. But if you let him take over, what do you think he's gonna come after?
Okay, let me put it in plain terms so people can understand. That's from the hood or from wherever. That's saying this stuff. You got a drug dealer. You got a couple different neighborhoods. One guy's running it. He gonna take over that neighborhood, and the other guys watch him and say, "All right, whatever." Now you got two neighborhoods. He's gonna be in yours next. He's gonna be in the other one next. Before you know it, he has all your neighborhoods. So keep on thinking it's not gonna happen or it can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying people got to start thinking.
People weird, man.
Yeah,
and thinking that they thought to always in business. So if they're always in business, why stop being in other people's business now?
Exactly.
What's the sense? What's the logic in all of a sudden now you don't want to be nobody?
All of a sudden, let me mind my business.
We have a military for this reason, not because we fight at home. We have military for this reason. That's why we have one.
So-called strongest and biggest military in the world for this purpose. I mean, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but they have strategically moved our military and put them in that area. They're not over there just to sit there and watch.
They're not there to just watch.
I didn't think they were just going over there to take pictures.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of bloodshed gonna be,
It's crazy. Like,
and he's sending threats out too, like he can do all that big talking. I guess because he know China got his back, so I guess he feel like he can do all that big talking. Like,
you gotta say it right. You have to say China.
China got his back.
China.
I guess he feel like he can put them little baby aircraft carriers in the water and see what they're gonna do. We'll find out.
Yeah, neither one of them want that smoke though.
Yeah, so
it's
fighting on land, buddies.
Yeah, it's different.
So, yeah, man. Thanks for being here with us tonight. We enjoyed the conversation. Enjoyed you guys out there. Danica, big up yourself. Dre, big up yourself. Carrie, join in. We'll be back again next week with some more riveting conversation.
And Miss Thomas, there's no number 5. I want you to just get that off your head now.
We're rooting for you on the 5, Miss Thomas. We got.
Wait till I tell my 4 kids. Wait till I tell my 4 kids about this. Wait.
Who you got? And tell your 4 kids, and it gonna make 5 on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Before we leave, I was just like,
That's it.
Before we leave, I'd like to give a big shout out to
I'm in love with the cocoa.
Go.
I'm in love with the cocoa.
Thanks for joining us tonight again, man. Really enjoyed this conversation with you guys. AGP team, good work, good job. Let's get up out of here, man. Love y'all. We out.